What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here of the BlockHash Podcast, your number one resource for all that is happening across the emerging tech space. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you listen to or watch the show. Today, I'm joined by another fantastic guest, Aliyyah, a professional race car driver serving as an ambassador for Raphael Coin. We're going to talk about that today and what that all means. Aliyyah, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you on. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. All good. All good.
Awesome. To get things underway, would love to learn a little bit more about your personal story, your backstory as a professional race car driver, and how you kind of got into this, and then how that maybe evolved a little bit over time into things like Web3, your interest there, and then eventually we'll get around to Raphael Coin, how those things tie together.
Okay, perfect. Well, firstly, my name is Aliyyah Koloc. I'm 21 years old, just turned 21. I'm a racing driver. I think I started the normal way, is how everyone would say they followed their father. But I mean, I started pretty late into the sport. I used to play tennis for 10 years, and then I got an injury. So that's where at 15 I started to go with my father. So yeah, I raced in trucks and rally and circuit racing. So yeah. Racing is my life and my passion.
That's awesome. How long have you been doing it? I checked it out. I was stalking your Instagram and a couple other things. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing it for, I think it was already like 4 or 5 years. So really, if you really think about it, not a lot, like compared to my competitors, but like still quite experienced.
Was there an initial inception point in terms of maybe your interest in Web3? Like, did Raphael Coin come to you, or did you discover them, or what was kind of your initial entryway into this space?
Well, firstly, what really started with my love for art. So that's where I got into Raphael Coin. So a couple of years back, that's when I started to learn more about the digitally and about the art and ownership and the community there. So I think also coming in from motorsports, it's where I learned about Web3 and the idea of ownership and community. So I think it's became hand in hand, because in motorsports it's all about data and performance. So that's where it felt like a natural fit. So I think it's been still a learning for me, because it's something I'm experienced sort of in, but it's something I'm still learning. So I think it's been a learning process for me, but it's been so far great.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always a learning curve, even for someone like me in this space, because it's constantly changing and evolving all the time. There's always new stuff. It's very exciting, but sometimes hard to keep up with. But I love the whole art aspect in the space and how that's evolved over time. And I looked into Raphael Coin as well, and they're doing some really fantastic stuff. And then you're an ambassador for them now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as an ambassador, what can you tell us about Raphael Coin? What's their mission? What are they doing? How could you sum them up?
Raphael Coin is all about preserving and celebrating the culture heritage in a meaningful way. So it uses blockchain to protect and share art and stories from around the world. So it's something that's been something I've been recently become very, very passionate about, diving into this field, and to make it more accessible and tradable for people around the world to share the art and the history. So it's been a very meaningful, and we're just in the beginning. So it's been a great journey so far.
That's awesome. Do you know how they go about doing that? Like, is it an NFT based kind of thing where they put it on chain, or do they use some other type of method, or how does it kind of work?
It's on for all the details, it's on the Raphael web. So it's where everyone can own a fraction of the arts and have a piece of history. So it's all digital. So it's been so everyone can have a piece of art. So it's really about people who loves art and history. So it's not that I'm gonna tell people to go and start trading it, but it's more about people who's passionate about art and culture and wants to preserve it for the history. So yeah, it's been I think a very, very positive for the, I think for now and for the future for the art, and hopefully it's gonna become even more bigger.
I saw that you had it on one of your racing vehicles, right? You were at a rally and you debuted the logo. I think it was the one in China, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was during the race in China. It was a very, very cool. I think it's something that's been very unique. So you never seen it before. It's been having it on the cart was very positive impact. It was a lot of people were quite yeah. I was very curious and excited about it. So it's been a great way to bring motorsport and art together, because it's something I think very, very unique. So it introduced the Raphael Coin and brought a new audience. So it was a great way to show how culture and innovation can go together.
What was the reception like? Were people kind of like, ooh, what's that? Or like, did you like have a bunch of conversations afterwards, or like, how did that end up going?
For sure, it was a lot of people were very curious about it, because it's something you don't see. And I think in the motorsport industry, it's not something you really get into, the art, and it's not something people are really involved in. So they've been very curious and excited about it, and we've been talking more about it, and more people in the motorsport community has been more curious in it. So I think it's been a very positive impact for I think both the art and the motorsports fans. So it's trying to bring two worlds together. So it's been it's been quite cool to see, and I think it's been again a very unique opportunity that nobody really seen before. So it's been a very, very positive so far.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Are you planning on maybe debuting it again on your race cars at any other rally in the future, or is that kind of under wrap still, or just kind of curious maybe what to look out for?
I think you can always expect something. I mean, it's it's again bringing my two passions together. So I think it's only fair to always to have it. Why to stop it? And it's going to be trying to make it bigger for sure.
I want to dive in a little bit more into cultural heritage on chain and get your thoughts a bit deeper on this. You shared it a little bit earlier here in the conversation, but as time evolves, people evolve, culture evolves. Sometimes things get lost in the past, or they disappear, or they can be forgotten over time. And I think blockchain is a really great solution for this. And I think this makes a lot of sense what Raphael Coin's doing in terms of this line of work. I'm just curious if you've pondered it and thought about it a bit more, some of the importances of maybe doing this, and people really taking a closer look at Raphael Coin and the fact that maybe we should be preserving cultural heritage around the world, on chain, and so that these things last for future generations.
Yeah, I think especially in times like this, where everything is digitalized and everything is online, it's where we can really make the biggest impact. So I think having it now, promoting it and then digitalizing it, it's been a very impactful, because why not use what we have available online? So I think it's been for sure something that we've been trying to promote more. And of course, it's just the beginning. So we want to make it grow and have it last in the future for future generations. So of course, now in times where everything is online and on the media, it's been of course you don't see it as much. So it's been something that we've been trying to promote more and use our platform for the better.
Awesome. Do you know any examples that maybe you can highlight in terms of cultural heritage actually being put on chain, or what that kind of looks like, that you can kind of share with the audience?
For me, I've been just focused on the project that we've been putting into, because it's been a lot of work for the Raphael Coin. So it's been for now we've been focusing on our project with the Raphael Coin. But I think after this, and especially having it in China, it promoted a lot. So I'm for sure going to dive into it more and see how it expands, and hopefully we'll see more of it into the future.
Another question I want to ask, as a celebrity figure, there's been a lot of them in the Web3 space over time, especially over the last 4 or 5 years or so, and they range from Snoop Dogg to actors and actresses like Lindsay Lohan to business minds like Kevin O'Leary, you name it. There's been so many, and many have also focused very heavily on the investment side, and it feels like there's been less focus on the actual substance, what you're doing. I'm curious if you have any thoughts on that, advice to other ambassadors out there, celebrities out there that maybe are looking to get behind something that they believe in, but maybe they should be focusing more on the substance. Maybe there should be less on the investment side and what the actual utility is.
Firstly, thank you for comparing me to Snoop Dogg and Lindsay Lohan. But no, I think being as a public figure, I think being an ambassador isn't just about the visibility, but it's also about the authenticity. So as someone with a platform, I feel it's responsible to genuinely enjoy it and believe in the cause. So of course, being a part of being in this role, it's about creating curiosity and engagement, and I think it's just to use my platform for the better. And for sure, I just want to mention I'm not here to give advice on any investment advice, but I'm just here to promote it and make people curious and dive more into it, and hopefully it'll start a snowball effect.
So what's next for you on your horizon here in 2025 and beyond? Are you doing anything else with Raphael Coin? Are they doing anything in particular that you're aware of that people should know about? Any races coming up? What's on the roadmap for you?
For now, for the Raphael Coin, we're focused on the first tokenized Renaissance masterpiece, and to work with Gleek BTC and Mandela Exchange. So it's we're just starting it with the project. So I think we're gonna work on that, and hopefully in the future it's gonna grow even bigger. And as for racing, I'm gonna do circuits and rally and prepare for my fourth Dakar rally, which is one of the biggest rallies in the world. So I'm gonna be preparing for that in January 2026, and then this year gonna be racing in GT4, and we actually have our next race next weekend. So it's gonna be another busy race calendar.
Sounds like you're busy.
Oh yeah, we are, but it's great. If you're passionate about it, then it's all good.
No, that's exciting. Where can people keep up with all this? Where can they, keep up? Maybe even watch some of the races. Where can they keep up with Raphael Coin? Where should people go?
For the Raphael Coin, you can check on the Raphael Coin website. And as for the racing, it's on all my social medias or my racing team social medias, Buggyra Racing or Aliyyah Koloc, and yeah, everything is online, so it's pretty easy to see.
Awesome. Aliyyah, I appreciate the conversation. It's been great learning more about Raphael Coin and some of the work that you guys doing together in partnership. I think, art, cultural heritage, these things are very important for people and our human species, to preserve these things over time, and again, for future generations, and to spark curiosity and to get people to engage and for that stuff to carry on. So, really appreciate all the work that you're doing in that regard. Keep it up. Let me know if anything new comes up. There's new developments, new use cases. We'd love to have you back on for maybe a part 2 at some point. But in the meantime, enjoy the races and hope you win and keep it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me again.